What's your opinion on 14 gauge steel?
That dude's a freaking beast. That's great. Bud.
Oh my God.
That person would have been knocked out. We're done.
This looks like my max, so I'm not really sure if we can do much more. Someone who is clearly a Smith Machine snob.
Dude, nobody. No one.
That's a big stack. Basically saying I can put a plate on each side and that's all I can do. And pink plates.
All right.
Pink for the games,
There.
Nipple highs.
Dude,
Wait.
shut up. That is
Now-
so.
Oh. All right, y'all. So we're here at Home Gym Con, and my first stop today is with my guy Craig from Deltech Fitness. Craig, how you doing today?
I'm great. How you doing today, Luke?
I'm doing all right. So if you guys actually don't know, we partnered together starting in January and started pushing out their equipment in the home gym. And Craig and their company's been around for a long time. And I guess, Craig, for you, when did you guys start your company? And kind of just give me some thoughts on that.
Sure. We've been in the fabrication business since 1984. It's a third generation company. My dad started this. I've continued it. My sons both work for me. We started making fitness equipment in 1997. So we've been doing this a long time. We've got our designs down. We make good quality equipment, mostly 11 gauge stuff. So we've got a full strength line, tested, proven, good stuff.
Here's a question for you. So 14 gauge steel, what's your opinion on 14 gauge steel?
14 gauge steel is good. I mean, we use it a lot. We use that a lot on our cross members. We use 11 gauge a lot on our uprights. Most of the stuff we do is way over engineered anyway. So,
well, that's the thing too. Like the videos that I've done with these guys is the price point is always right, and you guys always find a way to engineer it so that it's perfect for the home gym. And they actually brought a couple pieces here today that Craig can talk about, and we can just kind of go from there. All right, so the first piece of equipment we have here is their FID bench, and I actually just did a video on that recently. It's like the bench alone is $199, right?
$199.
And Craig's just kind of talk about it and give his thoughts on it.
We designed this bench to be a user-friendly bench. We wanted something fairly light to where you could get in and out of a cage, where you could pull it out, use it with dumbbells, put it back in. Also, we designed it to where you can pop out leg extension, put in accessories. We've got a preacher curl, we've got a leg extension leg curl, we've got a lat attachment that fits in this just to make it more versatile. Basically, you're all-in-one utility knife piece gym.
And I want to say, I remember when we were talking about this too, because you can get this, so it comes with the leg curl, and then you can add the preacher pad, you can then add the leg extension leg curl, and then the lat pull-down piece, which when I was texting you guys, I've never used a lat pull-down piece on a bench, which actually surprised me. I think I was able to get a plate on each side, and I don't know, were you pretty impressed?
Yeah, I was, man. You're building them lats for sure.
See, I mean, he texted me like, dude, you're gonna fly away over there? What's going on? But overall, to the frame of this is 11 gauge steel, right?
It is 11 gauge.
11 gauge, and then obviously you have the wheels on the back, and you can bring this around. I guess the real question is, how mad are people going to be that this doesn't store upright?
I don't think so. I mean, for what you're getting, it's my opinion on the upright benches. They're going to fold on you.
Yeah, exactly. And at the end of the day, too, it has wheels. You can move it in and out, and it does exactly what you needed to do. And again, for the price, I mean, you can't really beat it.
No, and that $199 includes shipping, so that's really a deal.
Free shipping. I mean, you can't beat it. All right, guys, so the next piece we have here is his flat bench. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments if you are looking for a flat bench in your home gym, or if you have one, what brand you have. But Craig, just kind of break down the bench, maybe give some specs, some features that you think would stand out about this piece.
Well, this is a 3-inch 11 gauge bench. We offer this for $179. That includes shipping. So you're not going to be able to beat that. We put 4,000 pounds on this frame when we were testing it, and it doesn't budge. So, I mean, it's going to handle anything that anybody is going to throw at it ever.
So everyone out there who is, putting that plate on each side, you're worried about this thing breaking in half. I think you're going to be all right. 4,000 pounds, you said, right?
4,000 pounds.
Did you guys put the crane on it and drop everything on it? What is it called?
We used the forklift, and we're stacking 45-pound plate crates full. We had to stack 3 of them to get it on there. It was a little shaky, but we pulled it off.
Actually, it's funny in a video. Was it Jordan that did that? I'm not sure. When we were doing the leg extension leg curl piece on its own, was that you did that? You dropped that? What was that? 2,500 pounds? 2,500 pounds. And hey, Jordan, real quick, hey, what gauge steel was that?
That was 14 gauge steel, and it would have done more.
Yeah,
It would have done more.
Exactly. So the myth of all that is like, is it really a big deal? And again, that piece isn't here, but that is actually, if I were to make a website post right now, that is actually my #1 budget-friendly leg extension leg curl. So you guys will have to check that out. All right, guys. So we're gonna end off here with his preacher bench. Actually, we did a giveaway with this. I think we did this in February, and it did really well. I think they got a lot of people on their email list, and a lot of support from that. So shout out to people who were a part of that. But Craig, maybe talk about price, about this piece, what stands out, and kind of go from there.
Well, this piece is $199. It includes shipping. It's a great piece. We do a ton of these. We've got pads, the weight cradle where you don't scratch your pain or your bar. Both the armrest and the seat rest adjust. And the bang for the buck, you're just not going to find a better preacher curl for that kind of money. 11 gauge again on the frame. So, I mean, it's just overbuilt.
Oh, 100%, and that price too. You honestly can't beat that. And I mean, people were working with the larger footprint too. You know, I've seen actually a few comments on the home gym community Facebook page about looking for this. I mean, for the price too, what you can get, it's a good deal. It's a good deal. I mean, you got your curls, you can do tricep extensions. I actually did when I had this, and I pulled it up against one of my cable machines, and I was able to use new cable curls and stuff too. It's versatile. And I guess overall too, before we wrap this up, my question for you is, for anyone out there looking to start a home gym or buy a home gym, do you have any advice for them?
Well, you know, versatility is key. You want to get as many pieces into a small amount of space as you can. So you're looking for something that can do a lot of stuff and is going to be pretty well stout and secure when you get on it. I don't like, there's a lot of people that make inferior gym equipment, and it's just dangerous. Find yourself something that's a good value and you're going to be safe for you.
100%. It's the fact that you guys have been in business so long too. Good customer service, good people, quality products that are tested. I think anyone out there in the home gym looking to add more, you guys need to check out Craig and Deltech Fitness. We have a lot more coming with them. Just a little bit of a taste for you guys. But it was good to meet you, man.
Yeah, man.
Had a good time. Good time. All right, guys. So I personally have never seen anything like this anymore. So my guys over here. So first of all, tell me your name, tell me your business, and then just tell me the product you guys got here.
Yeah, this is PerSyst Fitness. This is the Power Assist. So it's a system that checks the movement of the bar. If you're doing a bench, a squat, military press, arm curl, and from there, if it senses the bar's not moving, it kicks a heavy-duty hoist on to lift the bar. So you can do heavy negatives. You can do what's called an assist to negative. When you get to failure, you go into negatives at that point. And velocity-based training as well.
Well, what I really like about that too is because the home gym space, you got to think how many people are by themselves working out, and like, there's no one wants to see or know about that someone who's benching heavy and there's no one around to help. So I see how this product coming to market, how it makes sense. I guess we're gonna go over here. You want to kind of just like show it and like show what we got here. I've never seen anything like this. I'm a big fan of tech, so I like it.
It's app-based, using the iPhone, right? So what we'll do is we'll go through, you can set your parameters, what exercise you're gonna do. We'll do bench press in this case, right?
So we are the major fitness.
And then
Shut up.
assist to pin, assist to negatives. You can do, anyway, so we'll do assist to negative, right? Hit enter.
How about you? I see you.
All right, so he's got assisted negatives here with their system. You check this out. What? So green light's ready? Okay. All right, let's see it.
So what he's gonna do is he's gonna fake a stall, and then the system will kick in and allow him to. It'll rescue the.
Dude,
right?
shut up. That is
Now,
so cool.
now it'll allow him to do negative to failure.
Dude.
Right? So he's working assist.
Home Gym Con 2025.
Dude, that
Isn't that cool?
so cool.
Isn't that cool?
Never seen anything like that.
It's like old school meets new school, right?
Yeah, like I honestly, like, technology-wise, man, like you got to think about like safety arms, because you never know, like a safety system might not work and might not work out. So having something like this, I mean, investing in something for safety at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, it's
Makes
great,
sense.
great. Yeah, it sure does.
And just here, one cool feature, right? Come on in. So everything, safety in mind, right in the design. So we have a redundant system here, fits on your ankle. Should something go wrong, you can engage that. The hoist will engage, lift it up off your chest, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Dude, that's sweet. It's kind of like, I think of it like a treadmill's got that little piece. You let it go and it stops it.
Exactly.
Just like that.
Exactly.
That's my friend.
Dude, that's pretty sweet. All right, well, you guys need to check this out. I'm all about innovation, and this solves a lot of, first of all, injuries and honestly safety at the home gym. All right, guys, I always love the home gym and seeing new things and innovation. So, all right, first of all, what's your name? What's your brand? And what do you guys got to offer?
Well, my name's Jack, and we're with Freemax Fitness, and we're doing weight releasers. So they allow you to do consecutive drop sets or max out, but you don't have to get up and swap out the weight.
Ooh, okay.
So I'll give you a demo on bench right now.
All right, so he's gonna show a demo right here. See, I love the innovation. Okay, this looks like my max, so I'm not really sure if we can do much more. All right, cool. Gives me like the vibe of like used to use like people use like bands and held plates there too. All right. Oh. All right, you're gonna have to tell me. All right, so I teach 6th grade English and do part-time home gym stuff. So I'm not an engineer. How the heck did that just happen?
So there is, you want me to grab one for you?
Yeah,
I'll
go
show
ahead.
you?
Yeah.
So there is a spring right here,
Okay.
and on the strap, it will lock right into place like this.
Okay.
And it's the tension on the weight releaser that will hold it in place. So even if it swings back and forth, it will not drop back out. As soon as you release that tension off, so if I just lift up from the bottom, it will release off.
That's pretty cool.
So it doesn't matter how fast you come back down. It really just depends on where that tension is on the bar.
Okay.
These straps are adjustable, and it's not only for bench. You can do it with squats, shoulder press, shrugs, dips, pull-ups, really anything you can think of.
Ooh, I was actually thinking of, need to do more dips and do more pull-ups. I didn't even realize the fact of like, this idea is, I love this idea because of the fact of the home gym. You know, as a home gym owner, the whole point is convenience, right?
Exactly.
Convenience. And with this, it solves the problem,
It's compact, it's small, you can take it anywhere. I'm a college student, right? I can fit this right into my backpack, and in between classes, I can just go to the rec if I wanted to and set it up real quick. Or even at home, right? If you wanted to max out and you're by yourself, you can load up as much weight as you want. We say on the product that the max is 100 pounds, but they've been tested up to 2,000 pounds without breaking. Possibilities are endless with this.
So pretty much, like, we're going to have a bench off for who can get the first to 2,000 pounds, right?
Exactly. Bench off. So if you wanted to put like 2 plates on or 3 plates or whatever, and you're trying to get a few reps in, and if you can't do it anymore, you can just drop off that extra weight and you can continue your set.
See, it makes me think of the YMCA days. I think his name was Mike Rashid, and he'd put 5 10s on each side, and you would take it off and on and do drop sets. Yeah. Now, you don't have to get up and take it off with this. You're able to do that. And dude, I tell you what, the pump was freaking gnarly.
The pump is
so
insane
it's
with this.
It is
absolutely insane. And you can put multiple weight releasers on the same barbell.
And I think that's huge too. I know, like, I'm huge into hypertrophy, high rep. I'm not a big like lifting a lot anymore, so that solves a lot of the issue, right?
I agree. I'm the same way.
See, he gets it.
Yeah.
You got something cool? What do you got?
So these are the dips. I'll show you the way to dip.
All right, so I actually just got the Mutant Metal dip attachment, and I've been looking to test the max. So we're gonna check this out. All right, let's see what you got. All right, so he's got the Rogue dip bar here. It's got 25. Watch to see how this thing just shots right off once you're done. Oh! All right, how's the burn? Give me out of 10, how you feeling?
I've been doing pull-ups all morning, or put dips, and I'm killing. I can't do any more.
All right, listen, this is probably an XL. He's going to have to do a triple XL at this point. Those arms are freaking popping. Pretty cool. I'm very impressed. You guys should definitely check these out. Again, you want to just, one more time, your brand, your product, so the viewers can check this out?
Yeah, we're Freemax Fitness. Everything is made in the USA. It's actually made in our garage. Invented, manufactured, patented, all by him over there. AJ Friesen, orthopedic surgeon. Yeah.
Oh, so perfect. So I hurt my knee, so we can talk about ways to help that out. So check it out, guys. All right, so the infamous B52 Pro. So if you've not checked out my video, I did drop a video of this, I think it was a month ago, and we're going to cover this here. So this is probably, I would probably assume, is one of the more popular options because of the Smith machine. You want to just give some features?
This is going to be our flagship unit. It's just going to give us everything that we looked at the F22 Pro with the Smith bar added. So you're getting all the upgrades and the aluminum pulley, additional adjustments in the cable, all the bar attachments and add-ons like the landmine and the low foot plate for low rows, but you get that heavy-duty Smith bar added to it.
So I get this question probably every other day. How much does the Smith bar weigh?
This is a heavy Smith bar. You're probably looking 60, 65 pounds on it.
I was going to say, because when I used it, and I was like, this is definitely, feels like it's heavier than a traditional 45 pounds. Yeah. So basically saying I can put a plate on each side, and that's all I can do because I'm feeling a little weak.
You'll just save a little bit of money on plates that you got to buy. Right?
Exactly. Hey, we're all about saving money in the home gym, right? Exactly. But I guess like a feature about this too, the stacks are the exact same as the F22, right? 2-to-1 ratio.
2-to-1 ratio.
2-to-1 ratio.
On both of these, yeah.
And I guess really when it comes to like people in the home gym looking for like all the versatility, you know, this is something that stands out because actually the B52 was one of your like best selling, right?
Yeah. Which you had to add the weight plates to it, but this is definitely a big step up.
I actually just did a video this week. I bet you feel the same way. Drives me nuts putting plates on and off. Are you team weight stack or team weight plate?
Team weight plate for the cables, 100%. I mean, it's not just it's a little bit of an inconvenience, but it's not going to be as smooth as a movement with the weight plates and the aluminum pulleys.
Ooh, okay, I respect that. And I guess we were talking about too the ratio. You guys are looking into adding the horns, right?
Yeah, it's basically what it does. It just sits right on top of the weight plate, the weight stack. And you could throw a couple 35s on either side, and you're rocking and rolling.
Oh yeah, that's you'll be able to do plenty of weight for a row or a lat pull down, which it makes a big difference if you're wanting to obviously do that for some of your main lists. All right, guys. So the next thing we have here actually is a chest press, shoulder press, but Matt and I were talking about too. There's actually more that you can do, but what I have Matt do is kind of talk about the machine. I'll try to get in there and do a couple things. And then we can go from there. So I hand it off to you, buddy.
Yeah, so this is our prototype. It's right now it's being marketed as a chest press and shoulder press machine. But just like a set of jammer arms or any type of lever arm, right, that you have, there's all different kinds of movements that you have on it. So up here on the top, we have 2, 4, 6, 7 different lockable positions where you could have your start and end point set. And then over here, we have these adjustable handles, right?
Oh,
nice. To where you could stand here and do your overhead presses, right? And we were talking, like you said, back rows, right?
Yeah, those actually felt pretty good.
Yeah,
I was telling Matt, I usually am so traditional cable, but it's different. It's different. You could adjust it too to your different height and body type, obviously with the bench too, so you get the range of motion. But I think you want to set this up so I can try it. I want to try the chest press. You want to set it up for me to try it out?
Yeah. So you want to do flat press?
Yeah, let's try flat press. So he's going to kind of like emulate, set it up for how you can do flat. So obviously with this too, guys, the adjustability gives you a lot of capabilities of different type of movements. So this is like, obviously this is a bigger machine, but there's a lot you can put and use with it. So obviously you can see the adjustments up here. You got the adjustments on the arms here. If you guys did not know, I know Garage and Reviews was here yesterday. I'm sure he was loving that. There's this red here. There's actually knurl here, passive knurl.
Yeah.
So it's there for that.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously everybody's body type's different. You might have to make some minor adjustments to the handles or the heights. Either way, just let me know. I'll help you out.
Still, oh yeah. So you gotta
push the bench out a little bit. All right, there we go. But still, dude, I've only personally. The only chest press that I've ever actually used was a $200 chest press for GMWD. So I'm only used to like cheap budget. This is freaking smooth.
Feels good, right?
It does. Well, I think you can just like, obviously you don't have a ton of weight. If I were to stack more, it's smooth. I know a lot of people worry about chest presses. Like if you're going more a budget route, it wobbles instability, but like, something like this, you're not gonna, dude, this thing,
Yeah, it's not going nowhere.
it's not. And like I said, you can do, you flat, you could you set this up for incline maybe?
Yeah, so you could do incline, you could do flat, you could do seated shoulder presses, standing shoulder presses. There's all kinds of adjustability on this piece of equipment. So
There is. And like, obviously like with your bench too, like there's this cross member down here, but you could easily just get your bench to hop over and push it back and forth. I like that too, because it's not, you don't feel like, because obviously different body types and stuff, see how to push it up, somebody have to push it back. You have room here for your bench, which is it's pretty sweet. So Matt, you want to talk about like any like releases or anything else that you think stands out with this? Because RitFit has never brought anything else like this. They're usually racks mainly or leg pieces. This is new. So anything else you want to add?
yeah, well, I mean, just one thing, we have band pegs, to put bands on, right? Just to some more adjustability. But really curious to see what you guys think about. Do you guys prefer something like this, or do you guys prefer something like a jammer arm set up on a rack, or something like this? Personally, in my gym, it's this.
Yes.
But curious to see what you guys have to say.
Honestly, like I'm sure, like how big is your home gym space? What do you think?
Yeah, so I've got like 17 by 12.
Yeah, so it's enough space you could fit something like this. Honestly, there's never a doubt in my mind I would prefer something like this over the jammer arms because it just eats up your rack. But some people don't have that space. But like if someone out there, like you have the capability of the square footage, you can make it happen. I mean, it's not that big of a machine. It's a little bit wider, but you also got to think too, compactness. I feel like you make this too compact and it might limit the versatility and range of motion for a lot of people.
Yeah, I agree 100%. One more thing, again, prototype here. So we're actually looking into potentially having these on a pivot to where they could adjust and they could converge, right? So you'll get a lot of free motion, movements out of this. You get fixed path motion out of this. So still work in progress. You were asking about release dates. I think it's going to be probably Q4 before this makes it to the market.
Makes sense. I do actually like a machine I tested over here too, like the converging aspect. It's a really good squeeze. So it's nice that you're able to add more functionality to a system, which again, at the end of the day, you guys know RitFit is all about functionality, putting as much as possible into the machine because we're all about the home gym, baby.
Yeah, for sure. That's right, 100%.
Well, you guys will have to let me know in the comments. These are the newest pieces from RitFit. Which one you like the most? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, dude. That Smith machine was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like the free motion Smith machine, I've never seen something like that in a home gym setting. So I think to me, that was the coolest because it's new. But in my personal opinion, I think this machine, right, leg extension, they're gonna have to find a way to have thousands of these ready to go because it's gonna sell like crazy. I like this personally. I like this a lot because I'm a huge fan of obviously upper body day because leg day. Who likes leg day?
Right.
But I think for this, it might be like the market might not be as high, but if you have the space and you have obviously this is going to be a nice option, budget friendly.
Yeah, I mean, it just
seems
has
pretty
an
good.
offering. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think the Buffalo too is pretty
yes.
neat, right? With the 2-to-1, 1-to-1
Yes.
weight ratio. So for me, I'm kind of torn, right?
It's tough.
M2, 3D Smith, Buffalo, 2-to-1, 1-to-1 cable ratio. So,
Dude,
curious what you guys would pick.
yeah, a lot of innovation at RitFit, so you guys have to check it out. All right, guys, so we are now at the infamous M1 2.0. Honestly, I think we were saying they sold over 10,000 of these. It's the most popular on their site for good reason. In my opinion, it was my favorite budget all-in-one option out there. If you're looking for something, and I think it was around the $1,200 range for the plate load and then the stack upgrade, you're looking at over 2,000. But there's two things on this that Max is going to cover, and then you guys have to let me know what you think. So let's talk about this piece right here.
Yeah, so M1 2.0 upgrade, an additional attachment that we're providing now for the M1 2.0 is going to be this lat pull down extension. A lot of customer feedback. Luke's been talking about RitFit. We like to listen to customer feedback and make adjustments accordingly. So that's what we did. We got feedback, right? I gave feedback. I own this rack, not this pink one, but I own this rack.
You don't want to get pink games.
Actually, my wife's going to have this one.
Dude, low key. Actually,
so she's going to have hers.
It's a big flex actually with the pink, man. I have a pink barbell actually from them and pink plates.
All right.
Pink for the games, baby.
There you go. So anyways, through customer feedback, and the team's feedback, we developed a lat pull down extension, to work with the M1. It is also going to be made available eventually for the M2, potentially even the Buffalo also. But yeah, I mean, this is necessary for the height of these racks. You have to have it. If you really want to get a good stretch, like, you got to have it. The need was there. We wanted to fill the need, so that's why we developed the extension.
100%. And I mean, I understand too, like, you can't, like, the rack size, they keep it at a sweet spot for garages and basements because most basements are 8 feet, and then most garages are going to be able to fit that. And I mean, no one really wants to sit on the floor. No one wants to, like, DIY something. Like, you're spending the money, make sure you can do everything you want. So this is going to be perfect for, so, like, I have, you know, this is not the one I have. It's from RitFit. It's from a different fabrication, but similar process. And as someone who's 6 foot, you know, I get full range of motion. And that's going to give that with this too, which is honestly a huge aspect. And obviously keep that in mind, guys. This is the plate loaded option. You can also get the stack on the side here. I think it's 132 pounds with the weight horns. Honestly, in my video, I didn't really know for sure, but what is the capacity you can get on the stacks with the horns?
So with the horns, I think it's 360 pounds.
Oh! Let me know in the comments if you can lat pull down 360 pounds because you, sir, ma'am, are freaking jacked.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, y'all. So last year, honestly, not gonna lie, this was my favorite booth at ATX. They have, the catalog here is insane. We got a lot of awesome equipment. Stay tuned. I'm gonna show you a piece that might be coming into Luke's garage gym. You'll find out. But I got my guy here. He's gonna highlight one of the racks, and then we'll kind of go around and just highlight some of the pieces that we think you guys should see. So you want to talk about what we got here?
Yeah, this is our all-in-one trainer, which is basically a complete cable station with half rack. We designed it completely in Germany, and we also here have again this extended arms.
It's pretty sweet.
Which you can see here.
So, it's almost like the tornado arm style, but it's cable driven right there at the bottom. Okay, and then from here. So what's the ratio? Is this 2 to 1?
It's 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
2 to 1. Yeah.
2 to 1. Yeah, I
so
know. I feel like that too.
We have like 110 kilograms stick weight, so
okay.
it's 240 each side.
200. That's a big stack. 242 pounds, a big stack.
So yeah, we call it all-in-one trainer because you can really do everything there is. So it comes as you see it. So we have the dips, obviously. Then you have a super smooth Smith machine, and then I will just show you.
Oh, it's pretty seamless. Okay. Dude, this Smith machine, this is like the design of this I've never seen. Is this it's counterbalanced?
No, it's not.
It's not counterbalanced, right?
No. Okay. But it's super smooth.
Oh, dude.
You have to try it out.
Dude, that thing, you barely can freaking hear it moving. That's like butter, baby.
Yeah.
Putting it on your roll tonight.
So what I'll walk you through. You can see here. You can add them.
And then you get that right away to do your 1-to-1 ratio, right? Oh, okay. All right. Be able to attach that together. So I know that's a lot of, like, a huge aspect of these pieces is how to, fix that 2-to-1 ratio. That's pretty freaking sweet, dude. So we get that right there. Okay. This is the bench I did last year. If you guys did not check out that video.
You take this one.
Dude, that thing is sick.
And I don't know from the height now.
I think it should be, and it just attaches to the, oh, okay. And it pins to the upright here, guys. Pins the upright.
And then you can sit down here.
And you can do your lat pull downs.
And you do your lat pull downs. And if you try it out.
All right, we're gonna test this out. I'll have
test it out and see, like, this is no compromise at all.
All right. So we got this up here. So this is pads, dude. Pretty sweet. Oh, that's freaking butter. I can feel them about to fly away already.
Yeah.
Dude, this is freaking nice, man. What I like too, this is actually, like, pretty compact.
It is.
Like, there's a lot that you can put in this, and I feel like the footprint.
I will show you one more thing.
Oh yeah, dude. Let me see this. This is sweet, man. I'm all about compact and versatility in the home gym. And all right. So you can see, like, you got storage on the back. You got storage here to put all your attachments to. There's plates in the back too.
Back in here,
Dude. Oh, we're gonna have to. That's freaking sweet, dude. Oh, okay. Dude, it's like we're in a freaking magic show right now. We're like, what is he gonna pull out next? What do we got? Dude. It's just like like a leg press type of attachment. So you can see too, there's like holes in the bar here where you can attach it. And then from there you can hook this up. Dude, my guy's this is probably like the 100th time you But here's the thing, this thing is freaking heavy duty too, so you know this thing is freaking built to last too. Yeah. Pretty sweet, man. There she goes. There you go. Oh, I see it going. There you go. Nice. I mean, who else is making something like this with this pad? So that pad actually comes from the back side and it lays right here and compact together. And then you can literally do is like, obviously stack whatever weight you want to get on each side and go from there.
Landmine as well, magnetic one, which you can store away, so it comes.
What's the weight capacity with the Smith machine? What can you get on this? Probably like 500 pounds, probably.
Yeah.
Probably like 500, something like that.
Easy.
I mean, the bar too. I think a lot of the attachments too. These are like, it's got good grip. It's not cheap. I mean, this is full freaking steel. This is just like built, man. I mean, something like this too. Like you literally can do everything that you possibly want to do in just one system here. It's pretty sweet. What do you guys call this?
It's all-in-one trainer.
Just all-in-one trainer?
Yeah.
You guys will have to check it out. We'll have the link in the description. All right, y'all. So I'm a huge fan of innovation in the home gym. So my guy here at WM Fabrication, we actually were talking here and there for a while. And as I was over here looking at Porter Fizzette and his stuff, he was showing me his attachment here for goblet squats on his cable attachment. So what I want you to do is I'm going to give you the mic, kind of talk about what you got, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so this is my goblet squat attachment. I love it because you can hook it up to a cable. You don't have a bulky dumbbell or a kettlebell or anything that just gets in the way, just is awkward to hold. Just hook it up to a cable and just go for it pretty much.
Dude, we were actually talking about that too. Like, I honestly prefer doing goblet squats on a cable system. We were talking about using the V-bar can get awkward to grab and hold. So like, why would you prefer this over that attachment?
Yeah, so this one is flat on the bottom, so you can really just very comfortable in the hand, and it's just easier to load up rather than a 200-pound dumbbell, which that's just a pain.
Well, it's a pain. You also know too, like, you're asking to hurt your back.
Yeah, and who even has them?
Dude, nobody.
No one even has them.
And that probably costs freaking like $1,200 for one dumbbell, or even more.
Exactly.
Even that. So you want to hear? He's gonna show the setup and how it is. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if you've ever done a goblet squat on a cable system. They're actually very popular in the home gym, and a lot of people find hacks. So he sets it up in the bottom like that, and then you see where he's got his hand placement too, the flat surface. It's easier on your hands. It's easier, I feel like, to get more drive in the movement. And think about too, a cable-driven system, guys. He's getting full range of motion, and he's getting the full tension throughout the movement. And the load too of picking this up is safety. It's not a safety hazard. How did you feel, brother? Let's talk about, first of all, the performance. How did it feel?
I'm hurting.
Dude, this guy, you got to know this guy. When we're talking about knee injuries, this dude blew everything out here. So anyone out there who has dunked a basketball, let us know if you've done the same thing. But how did it feel? It felt good?
Felt great.
See?
And especially paired with squat wedges, really gets your quads super good.
It's a deep stretch too.
So that vastus medialis, that's one of the main parts for knee stability.
Yeah.
And elevating your heels helps you hit that muscle group better. So just tears them up.
Massive.
Tears them up.
Oh yeah.
In a good way.
I want you to plug like anything you want anyone to check out, and then you guys should check them out. So give it out.
Yeah, so my Instagram is WMFab. My website is WMFabrication.com. So I do cable attachments, custom equipment, machines, accessories, kind of a little bit of everything.
Hardworking man, supporting a small business, guys. Check him out, and I appreciate you guys showing me it. My man. All right, y'all. So I really wanted to come here and cover a piece from RitFit Fitness, and You know, as someone who is clearly a Smith machine snob and probably seen upwards of 10 different type of Smith machines, what we have here is the Smith machine attachment. So Rep has come out with this. A lot of competitors are also coming out with this. Really what you can see with this attachment, you can see on the side its number. There's 19 different adjustments. I mean, honestly, you know, just holding the mic and just kind of using it, you can kind of hear. I mean, dude, this thing's pretty freaking smooth, man. I would love to know the weight capacity of a bar like this. I mean, this is like, the knurl on this is really fine. I would say it's probably like more of a medium knurl. I'm sure this thing can hold up to 500 pounds. Sure, this thing's gliding on bearings. It's freaking smooth, man. If you notice too, it's at an angle. But what I notice at the bottom here is I feel like, you know, you might be able to adjust it to a different angle too if you wanted to angle it a little bit more. You guys will have to let me know what you guys think of angled Smith machines. People like that, you know, maybe like, you know, how the arc is like a squat or a bench. But, you know, this just attaches to like one of their regular power racks. You know, this is just clear coat, nice finish, 11 gauge steel, commercial grade. RitFit Fitness is something that I really have wanted to get in the gym. It's just something that, you know, over time, you know, you review and get all these companies. A lot of people cover reps, so I kind of let the other creators try it. But honestly, I'm really curious for you guys to let me know, is this something, this Smith machine attachment, would you love me to try to get something like this in the home gym? Because I know a lot of people, they're not a fan of getting the all-in-one machines because it's too much. They like adding as they go with their power rack. So you guys will have to let me know what you think of this piece for RitFit Fitness. All right, guys, so last year, my first time at Home Gym Con, it was a prototype for your seated leg curl, leg extension. Yep. So this actually, you said it just came out a couple days ago, back in restock. Yes. And there's some new things that they added to this that I'm gonna have my guy Alex cover. Yep. And you guys will have to let me know in the comments what you guys think of the new features.
Oh, absolutely. So last year was a prototype at the time, and then we just released it back in February, March. Now, after hearing some people, it's 2025. I know it's hard to keep everyone happy. We listen to some, and we try to make it work. So I don't know if you can see it from your side, if you want to come over here. But on this disc, it was a little more round at the time. When people were first trying it out, they were losing the the tension that whenever you're at like that 9 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock mark, whenever you're getting that leg extension. Yeah. And then on the reverse side of that 9 to 8 o'clock, you would lose that on the hamstring curl. So we decided to change it. You're gonna get a lot better view over here. Instead of the disc being perfectly round, we kind of like offset it a little bit. Yeah. Try to make it like a little, the letter E, like stick out. So whenever you are sitting in, you're able to get that full tension from that bottom mark up to the top. It did just come back in stock as of like 2-3 days ago. But you can order over to the website, be able to ship out to you, FedEx, UPS, just to name a few carriers we got. 5-7 days right at your front door.
I love that, man.
There we go.
So I think too, the stack wise, so you got the stack goes to 250, which I mean 250 is a lot. That's a lot of weight. You know, most people are not really going.
Unless you're like Saquon Barkley and just got quads on you.
Yeah, that dude's a freaking beast.
Animal.
Dude's a beast. And like when you think of a prone leg curl, most people aren't doing more than maybe a little over 100 pounds. No. I guess the main question too, I remember like the feedback and questions too is like the adjustments of the seat and then like people getting into it in the range of motion. Yeah. So you guys said you did some more things with that to make sure that people of different heights and sizes can fit?
Absolutely. So we did have like a little trouble with some shorter folks out there. Now we kind of made it a little more accessible with it, especially with like the leg down here. Be able to range around from if you're 6'5" to, I might be pushing it when I say 4'5". So let's just say 4'8", 4'10". Ooh, yeah. So yeah, pretty wide range. We got
short folks.
Yeah, we got a guy in our office who's 6'5" himself, so he loves this thing. So
and he was able to get it in and have full range of motion.
Absolutely.
See the things that hard about being a reviewer, man, because like I'm 6 foot and I'm like the height's the sweet spot for almost everything I use. Yeah. So like it gets hard because like you're not sure of like the height range, but you guys are able to get people in the office and people in there to use it and try it. Absolutely. So I guess it's final to stuff. Anything else you want to add about this? Because obviously this was a lot of hype behind this.
Yeah. I mean, other than like the what is it called? The handles from going from wide a little bit more narrow. People love getting that little tension or whatever, holding onto there. And then I love this disc. The disc is like my favorite part of the new addition about it, and the cable or the stack right here, because our last one was plate loaded, and it's time to upgrade. Not everyone likes taking off 45-pound plates when they're mid-set. It's just a pin.
It is, dude. The pin, I tell you, doing this for a while, I've realized that first of all, I'm in the home gym for convenience, but I understand plate loaded because of price.
No, absolutely.
I understand, and you went on Facebook and got 200 pounds for $100. You're like, whatever. But if you have the money, you have the time, the pin loading machine, bro.
No, absolutely. It's the way to go.
Makes a big difference. But I appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely.
If you guys got, Jesus Christ, if you guys have not checked out again, just released the Nemesis, right? A couple months ago.
Like 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Yep.
Check it out and let me know in the comments what you guys think, and appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. All right, guys, so we're here at the Bells of Steel booth, and I really want me and my guy here, what to talk about is the shoulder raise attachment, because I get a lot of questions, because I did do a video on the budget-friendly one from Macolo Fitness, and everyone's like, Luke, you gotta try out Bells of Steel. And I was really, excited to come over here and check out and see. So I think for you, like, you want to talk about like the features of it, and then kind of give your just your main thoughts.
Yeah, definitely. So some of my favorite features of this machine is just the range of motion you can get out of it. Now, I have noticed there's a lot of people who's trying to go like a little bit farther up like this. If you want to get the optimal amount of range of motion out of this machine, you want to make it about nipple level, and you'll be able to get the most out of it. But it's just such a smooth feeling machine. Like, even if you're just doing front raises with it, it's one of the best feeling machines I've used in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I also love the fact that it's stackable with so many different other attachments. Like, for example, I seen you over here using it as a reverse fly. Super genius. If you bring this up higher, you can flatten this out, use it as a regular fly. It's just so versatile. I absolutely love it.
See, I think that's a huge question I get. So the ones that I've reviewed, I like that seamless being able to do that, because the other ones I have to like flip it around and like hack to be able to do it. And honestly, people like doing that, but honestly, it's a pain in the butt. So like the adjustments. So how many adjustments do you have on this the arms here? There's a lot. So you got a lot of capabilities here.
I don't actually know off the top of my hand. I could count them for you.
Dude, nah, it's all right. But you could tell, well, I think I like the adjustments because every person's different. Every person's built different. Range of motion, it depends on where you're at. So I like this. So again, you can do shoulder raises on this. You can do chest flies. Like he's saying, if you want to do a shoulder raise, you got to get nipple high. So you make sure you get smooth range of motion. I know this was out of stock for a while. Is this something that's going to come back soon? Because I know a lot of people are asking.
We don't have exact days on whenever it's coming back. I think it was around the 7th was whenever we're going to get some more info. So definitely just check the website, keep up to date with it there. Or join the newsletter, because we always announce whenever some of this stuff comes back in stock. But I foresee this one coming back sooner.
Absolutely. I mean, there was a lot of positivity in the community about it, because people love these type of attachments. I guess for you guys too, do you have ideas for the people if you want to take this off and store it? Do you have options coming out or options for the people?
As far as storage goes, that's something I actually don't know the answer to.
Yeah, that's all right.
So I don't want to give information that I don't know the exact answers. But as far as storing goes, it is a very small footprint machine. So honestly, just setting it in the corner with the adjustments up is not going to take much room anyway.
See, that's nice too. So very compact.
Yeah.
Very nice. I appreciate it, man. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments what you think. Should I try to get something like this in the gym to review? Because it's nice to have something from Bells of Steel, like premium products over a very budget entry piece of machine. All right, guys. So I'm all about innovation of home gym. I'm all about, as a pretty packed garage, we cannot fit all the big pieces. So as you guys know, there's other pieces out there that, in the home gym we look for, especially with dumbbells, where you might not get the increment that you want for maybe like a shoulder raise or a curl or tricep extension. So this is where my guy M-Plate comes into play. So I'm gonna give you the mic, talk about your brand, talk about your product, and go from there.
Okay. Yeah, the company's M-Plate. My name's Matt. We make magnetic fractional weight plates for adjustable dumbbells. Our weight plates can be attached while the dumbbells are in their rack, and the dumbbells remain adjustable with our plates attached. We've got a new prototype for the Reppin right here that'll let you go in 2.5, 5, or 7.5 pounds.
Nice.
You check those out.
You're still not flipping the right way. So come up, I'll show you that real quick while you're talking. Grab that. We got here. This is the prototype, right?
Yeah, just a prototype. It should be out in hopefully the next 3 months.
Oh, see, I like that, man. So I guess for you too, where's your initial product when you started with?
The first product was the Nuo Bell. I've had these Nuo Bells for about 3 years, and when you look at them on the rack, it looks like there's something missing there. So I was like, I thought I could put a fractional weight right there. And something that's unique about our fractional plates is we try to integrate them into the dumbbell as much as possible. That's why we've got these protrusions that actually stick in, so we're not just depending on the magnet to hold it on. So.
Now, What I like about that too, you know, not a knock on all the different other type of products out there too, but this does not compromise the handle.
Right.
So like a lot, like the ones I use, like they're not magnetic, so you got to slip it on here and you got to do that.
Or you got to put them on the outside, so you'd have to remove the dumbbell from the rack before
And then put it on.
And then
Yeah.
when you change the weights again, you got to pull them off.
Yeah.
It's much more convenient. We even make our we make racks to hold our wet fractional plates, so it doesn't get faster or more convenient than this.
Dude, well, you know this too. The home gym, it's all about convenience. Like we're not trying to take 10 years to try to get things to work. Like we want something that's interchanged, especially doing a superset. So that's a super cool product, man. Is there anything else you want to talk about it?
You know, it triples the amount of weight increments that you have for the newer bells. We also make them for the Snowed because it jumps in 10 pounds. With our plates, you can go 2.5 or 5. And then the same thing, we do make the racks for those too. It's just fast, easy.
Fast and seamless too. You know, the style of training I do nowadays too is like more like lighter weight, like, you know, like supersetting style. So having something like this is a lot more, you know, efficient, right?
Yeah, right.
And you said you do it for the Snows too. I'm actually really curious. You want to check this out too? Because that is super cool. So that's a huge complaint about these dumbbells is the 10-pound increment. So you want to take that off? Can you take it off and
sure,
maybe show it? Yeah.
There it is, 2.5. You can use 1 or 2 for 2.5 or 5 pound increments. But yeah, it's much better than the 10-pound jump.
Oh, dude, 10 pound. Well, it limits so much.
Right.
You know, and like you feel like you can't. Some people don't want to do. Well, can't do 30-pound curls.
Right.
So, I mean, you could if you wanted.
Raises, and I mean, it really does.
It makes a
lot
difference,
of
man.
exercise, yeah.
Well, I think I like too that the product fits on the different dumbbells it fits the niche of that too, and I like that the prototype of these Repins, man. I think that's going to be a big hit because you know this is a hot selling product.
Yeah, it's
hot
the
selling,
biggest
man.
thing out there right now. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. And I mean, like I said, you guys should check them out. M-Plate. How long you been doing this for?
Been working on this project for about 2 years, but we just came to hit the market about 3 months ago.
Oh, so new small business. Check him out. Follow him on Instagram. Check out his products. And my guy,
I appreciate
Home
it.
Gym, baby. Appreciate it. You know, I think what stood out to me, and you know, not even product aside, is meeting the guys from Deltech Fitness, meeting Craig in person, Jordan, his family in person. The most genuine people I have ever met. And honestly, I know all of you feel the same way. Genuine people you want to buy from. And for me personally, that's who I want to work with, are genuine people, and seeing them in person, like it solidified why I make videos with them with their products. At the end of the day, that's what I enjoy, is good people making products that are beneficial at the end of the day. But it was cool. It was cool to see Titan Fitness had a few things there. Rep Fitness had a few things there. Bell Steel. I think I wanted to really just show that shoulder raise attachment because a lot of you guys wanted me to review that. So you have to let me know if that's something you guys want me to get in the gym, because I've done a couple from Revolt. I've done one from Nicola Fitness. That PerSyst Fitness, dude, that thing was so cool. I think they said it was going to be about $1,000. You have to let me know in the comments, would you ever buy something like that? I've never seen anything like that. Personally, it was cool to see that. I do think RitFit, out of all the budget brands there, in my opinion, had the best in regards to products that were new. I think their leg extension, leg curl, they're still working on some things with that. Their chest press, shoulder press, they're still working on some things. But I love seeing the innovation they're coming out with. The racks, the stacks. Budget brand wise, they've been around since 2015. I love that they're continuing to create new products. Again, you have to let me know in the comments what you guys think. The Major Fitness B52 Pro, it was nice to talk to a rep about the product in person, because I have it personally. It was good to connect on that, because it was cool to see their F22 and their wall rack series in person as well. It would have been cool to see them have new stuff there. I wonder if they're still working on prototypes and stuff and they didn't want to show it just yet. I'm curious about that, but I'm sure I'm almost positive they're coming out with a new rack and maybe some benches this year, so stay tuned for that. But Let me know in the comments what stood out to you in this video. Let me know in the comments what you think of Home Gym Con. Are you like, Jesus Christ, there's so much freaking oversaturated content with this? There's a lot, but every person that's making content on it is because we enjoy this. There's not a single person there that I met was doing this just to make money, and they genuinely, every person I talked to could tell they're doing this because they enjoy it, they love it, they're passionate. So you guys should be, anyone watching us doing this, like, we're all in it for the same thing, is helping people work out at home. So that it's a beautiful thing. I can't wait to go next year. Let me know what you think. I love doing interview style content. If you guys like that, again, let me know in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed, like, comment, and if you want to buy something through Deltech, Major Fitness, RitFit Fitness, Titan Fitness, Bells of Steel, I do have my affiliate links in the description. Again, small kickback for me. It's a free link to help a creator. Nothing for you in regards to affecting you, just helping a creator at the end of the day. Just continue doing what he loves. And I appreciate you guys checking us out. Can't wait to bring you guys more content soon on Luke's Garage Gym. This is Luke for Luke's Garage Gym. See you guys later. All right, y'all. So